You are watching. Pause. We pause for a second or two. How do we keep life coherent when so much is changing? This is episode 239, Hostile Laughter. In life, we usually say that it is important to laugh. In Swedish, we say that a good laugh makes life longer. In today's episode, which is called Hostile Laughter, we talk about that there seems to be more than one kind of laughter. There seems to be different functions, different intentions behind why we laugh. The emotional situation that we're talking about today is our worn out situation. It is for those times when we feel tired, when we feel spread out too thin, at a loss, at our wits' end, like we cannot go any further. That is our worn out situation. And it would seem that laughter, in large part, is meant to address this situation when we feel worn out. That we often laugh to muster the energy to keep going. To deal with feeling worn out. And it would seem that we use laughter in different ways in order not to feel too worn out. So, using the language of our framework, the pause framework of emotional skills, the goal of our worn out situation is symmetry. That when we strive for symmetry in our relationships, none of us feel that worn out. We lift each other. There is one kind of laughter that strives for symmetry. There is one kind of laughter that we have when our intention is symmetry, when we strive for achieving a symmetrical relationship, when we strive for carrying the risk together, try to carry equal amounts of risk in doing whatever we're doing. And this kind of laughter is not the kind of laughter today's episode is named after. It's not the hostile laughter. What we're talking about now, the symmetrical laughter, is this bubbling, warm, genuine, well-meaning laughter. When our laughter makes us feel that we belong together, that we are equals, that we are in this together. It has this sort of warm and bubbly feeling to it. It feels very lovely. That is one kind of laughter, our symmetrical laughter. And then we move on to perhaps our second kind of laughter, which we may call hostile laughter. Whereas the first kind of laughter was striving for symmetry, traction, that we're doing this together, hostile laughter strive for its opposite, asymmetry. Hostile laughter aims to push the other one down. Laugh at the expense of someone. Laugh as a means of dominance. Sometimes we do it as individuals, sometimes we do it in group. Laughing with hostility in group. And in the first kind of laughter, the lovely, warm, symmetrical laughter, when we smile and show teeth, we see it as a smile. We see it as an expression of genuinely being well-meaning. But in our second kind of laughter, our hostile laughter, smiling does not really look like smiling. It just looks like showing teeth, baring our fangs toward one another. Like a warning. Look at my fangs. I am dangerous and I intend to put you down. Hostile smiling. Cold smiling. This second kind of laughter, hostile smiling, baring our fangs, threatening each other with our fangs. This second kind of laughter makes us worn out. It puts us in this position where we incessantly try to put each other down. I laugh at you, you laugh at me. I threaten you with my fangs, you threaten me with your fangs. it has this tit-for-tat quality to it. And this tit-for-tat is making us worn out. It's draining. One unfortunate aspect of these times that we live in right now is that a lot throughout culture, a lot throughout when we try to meet, many things that used to feel warm and symmetrical are now transformed into this asymmetrical, hostile thing. So perhaps a tradition that we used to partake in on this sort of symmetrical level, it had this warm, bubbly feeling to it, safe feeling to it, well-meaning. Now instead, because the times are tense, because the times are hostile, we transform a lot of it into this asymmetrical, hyena-like laughter. And that is regrettable. That we are seeing ourselves transforming a lot of things that used to be nice into cynical half versions of themselves, sort of robbing ourselves of nice things, leaving us feeling worn out. When we meet with one another, let's say you and I meet, it is common for the laughter that we share, the smiling that we share, to shift from this symmetrical, well-meaning, smiling and laughing, to this asymmetrical, hostile, smiling and laughing. It seems to shift back and forth. We talk about one thing, and we can feel that we want to be symmetrical in this one topic. And we feel that we want to be well-meaning. And then we talk about another thing, a second thing. And then we can feel that, oh, in this new subject, we do not want to be symmetrical. We want to be asymmetrical for one reason or another. And then we can feel how our smiling, our laughing, transforms from this well-meaning, warm one into a more polite one at best and vicious at worst. It becomes this tit-for-tat thing instead. No one wanting to be the one below. Both wanting to be the one dominating or winning, or at least not losing. And it can shift quite quickly as well. It could be that we're sitting down, we are enjoying each other's company, striving for and sharing this symmetrical feeling. And then all of a sudden something is brought up or something comes to mind that shifts the dynamics into an asymmetrical one. It can happen very quickly sometimes. And when we go to the media, when we look at news reporting or go to social media, the most part of it, most of the content is of this asymmetrical dominating character. The kind of content making us feel worn out. And no person and no group wants to be at the receiving end, yet everybody is trying to put another group on the receiving end. And some groups are submissive and allowing other groups to attack them. Swedes, for example, is one such group that unfortunately allows for other groups to attack them. And that is very difficult to see. For now, that is the case. We will see if that will change somewhat, maybe. But right now, Sweden is such a case that it is allowing for other groups to sort of try to put Swedes down. That's difficult to see. Leaving many Swedes feeling worn out, very tired. Almost forgetting completely about symmetry at all. Making life feel less than. Making life feel that it's this cynical, only putting down quality to it. And we will see going forward how these dynamics evolve. Right now there's a lot of asymmetry going on, a lot of worn out feeling. We will see if the symmetrical, well-meaning quality will also arrive. Perhaps not. Perhaps not soon, but maybe further down the line. And until then, we do what we can with our worn out feeling. We do what we can. That's it for today. Thank you.